What's up, guys? Welcome to another video of DevTalks with your host Travian, where we talk about everything engineering and technology wise. In this video, apparently yesterday there was a huge outage. And I want to talk about this outage, but let's get more information first. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let's dive right into this. So we have another article here by CNBC, and there's a bunch of articles from a bunch of different places. I just chose CNBC because I like to mix it up, get different information from different places. But apparently on Thursday, which is yesterday of me recording this video. Hopefully I can get this video out probably today, hopefully before 7 p.m. and whatnot. But apparently Google suffered an outage causing major disruptions for OpenAI, Shopify, and a whole bunch of other services. It disrupted a bunch of other AI services that I saw, a bunch of whole different platforms. I heard YouTube got disrupted at some point in time, a lot of social media apps, a lot of websites that people use day to day. I've seen it all over LinkedIn and everything. But you know what's crazy? I haven't seen nobody post a video on YouTube about this yet. Interesting, huh? No videos on YouTube yet, so I guess we might be the first ones to cover it on YouTube. This is why you guys have to stay around and subscribe, because we need to figure out what happened, what kind of go on, and then I kind of want to get my take on how safe and all this other stuff is when it comes to only relying on certain businesses and whatnot. So I want to make sure that this is readable for you guys and stuff. So we have some key points here, right? You guys might not be able to see the whole full side and whatnot. Okay. But some of the key points they say is Google Cloud services were down for a period of time, along with a number of cloud offerings. They experienced multiple issues with GCP products. And then Google Trends showed a spike in searches for Google hosting platform Firebase, right? So apparently, a lot of companies that use GCP as a whole, and I remember even working, I have experience in working in GCP and everything. So this can impact every company that was using it in some type of form or way, especially with all the services that they use. And I even saw that AWS was down also. So a lot of these cloud systems got impacted crazy. And one of the things that comes out of it, when we're looking at everything, how reliant are we going to be on one company, one or two companies? Before we read more of this article, I want us to sit here and say, how reliable do we want to be on a few companies? A few of them, and then we'll get back into that in a second. Okay, so Google's cloud basically suffered a global outage. It disrupted a large amount of internet services. We are experiencing service issues on multiple GCP products on their service page that they had, and it began at 10:51 Pacific time. Our engineering team continues to investigate the issue. It feels like somebody like set it up. Like this seems so random on what happened. Later the day, said that customers would still experience varying degrees of impact. Engineers are working to recover a service, but that company didn't have ETA for the fix. The outages are a setback for Google to keep pace in the cloud infrastructure with larger rivals like Amazon, Microsoft Azure, and whatnot. Those are the two competitors. Hey, if I didn't hear anything about Azure, but I did see something about AWS or Amazon Web Services being impacted as well during this. Shopify was down on here. Apparently, X was up. I seen people tweeting about it, and I saw Elon's response, and he was like, "Yeah, because they were like X stayed up the entire time. It wasn't impacted in any way, shape, or form." But the point that I want to get to here is basically we have become so reliable on such a few companies, and it's pretty much almost in a sense of like, hey, these companies pretty much almost have a monopoly in the world, but also these other companies that aren't these companies can't really compete where we're at right now. So it's like, which way do we go here, right? So it's hard to like sit here because you need a company that's reliable. But imagine if this is out for days. You know how many companies will lose so much money off of this because of how reliant their systems are off of just GCP or AWS alone. There's so many companies that are so reliant on these systems. It's not even funny. You can shut down whole, like Shopify is a storefront place. a bunch of stores could have missed out on millions of dollars just gone in that one day, or them few hours if it was gone. And it's really shows the impact and level that we have on how much reliant we are on the internet. Further down here, Down Detector website showed over 13,000 reported incidents for Google Cloud. And I'm pretty sure there's more. I think there was a Down Detector article that I saw as well too in here that I'll probably read on after this video. But it really is not showing, for me, if I'm looking at this, if Google's the main one and the main issue here, a lot of people might start doing some migrations to either Microsoft Azure or AWS, especially if AWS's wasn't as big as Google's was, because this hurts a lot of companies, and not even just companies, like self-employed people, people who work for themselves and things. Because here's a big key thing, like, or startups too. You even look at startups, it impacts them so greatly. They have to sit out here, they lose out on it. Imagine your company on your last straws already and you missed out on something that you really needed, or you couldn't survive. These are kind of the risks that people take note of and whatever. But as we scroll down here, um, as I also said, while Down Detector also showed reports of disruptions in AWS, somebody tried to say that there was no issues at all at AWS. Google's status page of the incident said there were problems for 13 of its cloud services across US, Europe, and Asia. Other web services that appeared to be suffering included Twitch, which is Amazon's, CoreWeaver's, Elastic, GitLab, Microsoft's GitHub, uh, Replit, MailChimp, LangChain. So a bunch of other companies got impacted of this and other services. Who knows? AWS's Twitch could have been impacted for other reasons, but these are what people are saying. Even if AWS spokesperson said nothing was actually wrong at all on their end, who really knows? But this is definitely a bad look on Google overall. And what makes it worse about all of this, right, is that I just did a video. I'm gonna have a video come out after this of Google CEO talking about potential layoffs with AI and whatever, right? After that is a video of Google doing buyouts and stuff, and then you have this outage. It's not going good. They're already facing lawsuits with the government and potentially might be forced to sell search because of a monopoly that they have on a search market. But who knows? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is there anything else in here really that we have to um yeah, just Firebase, which is one of Google's developer platforms for managed web and mobile apps. So a lot of people were talking about that on the actual search aspect and on the actual trends and everything. So let me know what you guys think about this outage going on. Did it affect your company? How long did it do? What kind of impacts did it do to you guys? Even if you're an employee, how did it impact you as an employee? I'm really curious on how that all worked out for you guys, and I'm kind of curious on what you guys have to potentially say. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm really interested in everybody who joins. I really appreciate you all, and I'm really interested in what you guys have to say with every video that gets dropped on this channel. Without further ado, also, if you want to send me any recommendations, send me an email at devtalkspod@gmail.com, and I'll look through anything that gets sent through, see what we can cover. We have a lot of content coming out. Without further ado, peace. See y'all next time.